Hey, don't scroll. Misses, right? Yes. I made this video specifically for you. It's something from my heart to yours too. So pay attention to it. It would bless you. You see, don't fight another woman for a position and space that should have been yours naturally. TheLadyKeziah is my name. I address the difficult yet necessary conversations we are supposed to have. Yeah. Your problem is your man, not his other woman. You cannot fight away all his women. It is draining. Use that energy to better your life. Can we have a conversation? Great! This is a powerful call to emotional sovereignty. It shifts the perspective from battle for territory to a reclamation of yourself. You need to reclaim yourself. When a relationship becomes a battlefield, the first casualty is often a woman's peace of mind. You, Mrs., your peace of mind. Let's consider the following so you understand why I will expect you to reclaim yourself instead of fighting his women. Number one, why the other woman is a distraction. In the complex of theater of relationships, there is a recurring tragedy. The woman who exhausts her spirit fighting another woman for a position, for a space that should have been secured by her partner's loyalty. Should I repeat? The woman who exhausts her spirit, just fighting another woman for a position, for a space that should have been secured by her partner's loyalty. We have been socialized to view other women as the enemy, the intruders of our domestic peace. However, this is a profound misdirection of energy. If you have to fight another woman for a space, for a position that is rightfully yours, the problem is not her arrival. It is your man's failure to protect the gates. Should I repeat myself? If you have to fight another woman for a position, for a space that is rightfully yours, your problem is not the other woman. It is your man's failure to protect that gate. Number two, the misplaced battlefield. When a man invites, allows, or entertains another woman into the sacred space of a committed relationship, it is he that has broken the fundamental contract of your partnership. Should I repeat? When your man invites, allows, or entertains another woman into the sacred space of a committed relationship, it is he that has broken the fundamental contract of your partnership. To turn your anger toward the other woman is to ignore the source of the breach. Think of your relationship as a whole. If the owner of a house leaves the door wide open, would you blame the wind for blowing? If you leave the doors of your house wide open, will you blame the wind for blowing in? You look at the person who failed to secure the entrance. Yeah. You would have to look at the person who failed to secure the entrance. Chasing away the other woman is a temporary fix for a permanent structural flaw. Should I repeat? Chasing away the other women, fighting them, embarrassing yourself, doing auditioning, doing too much for them to know that you are the real owner. It's just a temporary fix for a permanent structural flaw. You cannot fight away every woman in the world. You cannot fight away every woman he chases. Even if you have to kill this one, would you kill all the women that will be in his life? You can only hold one man accountable for his choices. Should I repeat? You can only hold your man accountable for his choices. Number 3, the exhaustion of the infinite loop. The exhaustion of the infinite loop. There is a specific soul-crushing exhaustion that comes from policing a partner. Some of you do all. Is that not how you say it? Charlie, you do all. It's exhausting. It involves monitoring phones, tracking locations, and scanning social media for perceived threats. This is not love. It is surveillance. If you successfully win a fight against one woman, another may eventually appear if the underlying issue, the man's lack of character or commitment, remains unchanged. Would you want to fight for the rest of your life for a position, for a space that was supposed to have been yours naturally? Would you want to fight for the rest of your life for a position that was supposed to be yours naturally? This creates an infinite loop of conflict that drains your vibrancy, your creativity, and your health. You will age and you will not even understand why. You become a shadow of yourself, defined entirely by what you are trying to prevent rather than what you are trying to become. What you are trying to prevent instead of who you are supposed to try to become. Number 4, reclaiming the currency of energy. Energy is a finite source or resource, just like I said. Energy is a finite resource. Every hour spent investigating a rival is an hour stolen from your own growth. You don't want to become more. You don't want to become better. Every hour, every time, every resource spent investigating another woman in your man's life is an hour stolen from your growth. Yeah. The drain and the investment, they are not worth it. Anger, jealousy, and confrontation leave you depleted, making it impossible to focus on your career, your children, or your personal space. Can't you use that love eternally for yourself, inwardly for yourself? Don't you have a life you can call yours? That is so much draining. When you stop fighting for a seat at a table where you aren't being served, you suddenly have the energy to build your own table. Should I repeat this? When you stop fighting for a seat at a table where you aren't being served, you suddenly have extra energy to build your own table. That is too much wasted investment. Using that energy to better your life is not giving up. It is strategic withdrawal. Should I repeat? Using that same energy, you would police a full agentic adult. It's not giving up. It is strategic withdrawal. When you use that same energy to better your life, instead of policing a full agentic adult, that is not giving up. It is strategic withdrawal. It is realizing that your worth is not something that should be debated or fought for. It is an inherent fact. Should I repeat? It is coming to the realization that your worth is not something you should be, that should be debated or fought for. It is something inherent. It's an inherent fact. Number 5, the natural position. You see, when you have a man who loves you deeply, that is delicious to your soul. A position that is naturally yours does not require a sword to maintain. Should I repeat? A position that is supposed to be naturally yours should not and does not require a sword to maintain. In a healthy, high-value alignment, your space is held by mutual respect and ironclad boundaries. If those are missing, no amount of fighting other women will ever make you feel secure. And you know it. You put out all that show, and yet your soul will let you know that you are missing it. Therefore, ladies, stop. Yes, missus, I'm talking to you. Stop. Use that energy to make your life better. Stop being the security guard for a man who doesn't value his own home. Take that fire, that passion, and that relentless detective energy and turn it inward. Did you hear your sister? Take back your power and use it inward. Build your empire. Heal your heart and elevate your mind. When you are truly focused on your own becoming, when you are truly focused on your own becoming, meaning your own life, when you are truly focused on your own becoming, you realize that you are far too legendary. You are far too legendary to be fighting for a space that someone else was willing to give away. A space that someone else was willing and ready to give away. You are too legendary to be fighting for that space. TheLadyKeziah is my name. I'm a licensed psychosocial counselor and a transformative mindset coach. If you want to work with me, get into my profile. You find my link and book a session with me. In the comment section, let me hear what resonates with you. This is 2026. We are no more in the Stone Age. Put your life together. Don't be a security guard for a man who doesn't value his own home. And you were supposed to be that home. Think about these things. Much love and blessings.